Hey guys, great to be back with you all again today. We're going to be talking about problem solving today. And we're going to be talking about a wide variety of skills, really. We're going to be talking about 3.4a and k and 3.5a and b. And that's problem solving with all operations, basically what it is. And the I can statements is I can choose the correct operation to solve a word problem, and I can use the correct strategies to solve to problem solve. So we're going to look at some of the vocabulary. Since we're using all operations, that would be addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Those are the four operations we use in math. And we have for addition, we have add in are the two numbers we put together to get our sum, which is our answer. And minuend and subtrahend and difference. Difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. There's a community property of addition. That means I can switch the numbers around and still get the same sum. That's not a fact with subtraction, though. There's specific order. We always start with a larger number in third grade and take away a smaller number from that to get a whole number or a positive number. Multiplication vocabulary. It's factor, those two numbers we put together in our multiplication to get our product. And there's a community property of multiplication, which means we can switch numbers around. 5 times 4 is also 20. And division vocabulary, dividend, divisor, quotient. Quotient's the answer to a division problem. And we cannot switch around. I cannot say that 5 divided by 40 equals 8. That would not be a true statement. So there's a specific order way we divide things, just like subtraction. They're very similar. Have a few videos we're going to watch about these skills. We'll watch one of Aaron's videos talking about how to solve problems using different operations and stuff. So let's go ahead and get ready for those videos.
Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the third grade concept of representing addition and subtraction problems. This is standard 3.5a in the great state of Texas, and we're using item number 12 off the 2018 released STAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, see if you can work the problem out on your own, and then unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have Tyrese. He's got 572 baseball cards. That's quite a few. He sold some. So we don't know how many he sold. We don't know what the change is, but we do know the result. He had 98 left. Here's the tricky thing. Which equation could not be used to find the number of baseball cards? So that means 3 of these are actually going to work. So there's 2 different ways we're going to look at this. First, let's just draw a picture. So we're going to draw a strip diagram, or you might know it as a part whole. So we've got 572. And then this is the 2 different parts of it. So we don't know how many he sold, question mark. I'm thinking it's a pretty large part because there's only 98 left. So this unknown part and the 98, those put together are going to make the 572. So really what we can do is if we wanted to, we can use some of our fact family knowledge to try to figure out how we can take this representation, turn it into some number sentences, and then use those number sentences to create other number sentences in that same fact family. And I'm thinking that 3 of those number sentences will be found, and the one that's not will be the answer, because we're looking for which one is not going to work. So when we're looking at a picture like this, I always look from top to bottom. So I'm thinking 572. And if you take away, because he sold some, so let's say he take away, and I'm just going to put a box there. That's going to be my unknown. I'll put a box there. Take away however many, unknown, and you're going to get 98. So that's what this represents. Now, I know that in a fact family, I don't know what it would take to get from 572 down to 98, but I do know I can do this. I can flip this around and do this. 572 minus, and then you can just switch these 2. You're going to stay in the same fact family. And that's going to help us because now I'm curious. Now I just want to know, what is that box? What is that missing number? Well, I can do the 572 and the 98. I'm not going to do it horizontally. I'm going to line it up just like my teacher taught me. Going to have to regroup 2 different times, so that's going to have to be 12. So that's 4. 6 minus 9, can't do it. Don't think about it. So it looks like 474 is what goes right there. 474. And I made that box too small. I'll put it up on top. Now, the answer 474 doesn't show up anywhere, but that's going to help us if we want to check our work. We know that we have 2 subtraction problems. Tied to subtraction is addition. So we can now have 2 addition problems. And when we have 2 addition problems, your largest number always becomes the sum because you're adding up to that number. In subtraction, it always comes first. When we're looking at addition, it always comes at the end or as the sum. And so really what we're going to do is we're just going to take these other 2 numbers and we're just going to represent it this way. 98 plus, we'll put a box. We can put a 474 if we want to. And then we can just flip the 2 add-ins, 474 and 98. That should equal 572. So let's see what we have here. This F, 572, that is our first one. So that is not the answer. Remember, we're looking for which one cannot be used. 572 minus 98. This is what we did here. So we've already nailed our first 2. So it's going to be one of these addition problems. 98 plus box is this third one. So yeah, this last one is, it's got the 572 in the wrong spot. And look, if we were to put 474 in that box, that just wouldn't work because obviously the 572 is already larger than 474. Our answer is J.
Okay, go ahead and follow along. We're going to work through this problem together. I'm going to call her Tia. Tia had $20 before she bought the lunch items shown in the table below. A sandwich for $7, a salad for $3, and fruit juice for $2. Which equation can be used to find how much money she had left after she bought the 3 items? So I'm going to cube this like I do most of my problems. So I'm going to circle the important information. She started with $20 and she bought these 3 items. And those are the prices. I'm going to underline the question. It says, which equation can be used to find how much money she had left after she bought the 3 items? I'll box in some operational clues. I'd say after she bought, you buy something, you don't have that money anymore. So it sounds like I'm going to subtract the sandwich, salad, and fruit juice amounts from the $20. So talking about equations, okay, any equation is going to have the right answer, or the right equation is going to have all these numbers in there. So it looks like I'm going to automatically eliminate answer choice A because answer choice A says 20 minus 3. And that would just be how much money she had left after she bought a salad. But it says all 3 items. So we're going to look for all 3 items. And it looks like all the 3 remaining answer choices have all 4 of those numbers in there, 7, 3, 2, and 20, and all of them have those numbers in there. So we just need to figure out which one has the correct operation and the way to find the answer of how much money she has left. So answer choice B says 7 plus 3 plus 2 minus 20. And we might actually do something really similar to that to answer the problem, but that wouldn't work because 7 plus 3 plus 2 is 12. If you take 20 from 12, you end up with the negative number. You end up with negative 8. And that doesn't work. But I probably would use something similar to that. I would say 20, because I always got to start, my equation should start with a 20. I can subtract the sum of 7, 3, and 2. And that's the way I would really solve the problem. We don't talk about order of operation a whole lot in 3rd grade, but we do see stuff with parentheses in some of our questions. So we need to understand whenever you see parentheses, it means you do that step first.
So just like we said, 7 plus 3 plus 2, 7 plus 3 is 10, and 2 more would be 12. And if you just take away 12 from 20, 12 from 20, I just count out from 12 to 20, that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Looks like she's going to have $8 left. $8 left would be how much she has left. And that's how we solve it. But in this particular case, that it would not be the way we solve it, because the answer to that would be -8. The next one, answer choice C, starts with 20, just like we said. And that, since we're doing subtraction, we start with what we start with, really. And 20 minus 7 minus 3 minus 2. So 20 minus 7 would be 13. And 13 minus 3 would be 10. And 10 minus 3 would be 8. So I think that would be a good way to solve it, because it gives me the right answer. I'm going to write a question mark there and check the other one. And the last one, answer choice D, says 7 plus 3 plus 2 plus 20. And that's going to end up with more money than what we started with. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 2 is 12, plus 20 would be 42, I think, 42. And it would be nice if I went to the store and bought stuff and ended up with more money than what I started with, but it doesn't work that way. So D is not correct either. C is the correct way to solve for how much money she has left. Okay, let's look at this problem right here. It says, look at the model below. So it's a number line. And the model best represents, and we have to figure out which one of these answer choices it best represents. So which number or which answer choice best represents the model? Let's check it out. So right here, it goes from 0 to 5. So that's plus 5. And it goes from 5 to 10, that'd be plus 5. And then from 10 back to 8, that would be minus 2. So the equation would be, it starts at 5, and then you add 5, then you minus 2. 5 plus 5 is 10, and then take 2 away from that, that would equal 8. And that's where we end up at, 8 on the number line. So answer choices. F, 5 plus 10, that's not right. And G, 5 plus 10, that's not right. 5 plus 8, that's not right. And 5 plus 5 minus 2, that matches my equation there. So that one would be correct. Okay, follow along as I read. Emily borrowed $18 from Marta. Emily will pay her back $7 on Thursday and $4 on Friday. She'll pay her the rest of the money on Saturday. Which equation can be used to find the number of dollars that Emily will pay Marta back on Saturday? So I'll cube this. I'm going to circle the important information. So she borrowed $18 and she paid back $7 on Thursday and $4 on Friday. And she will pay the rest of the money back on Saturday. Which equation can be used to find the number of dollars that Emily will pay Marta back on Saturday? Underline the question. Which equation can be used to find the number of dollars that Emily will pay Marta back on Saturday? Box in operational clue. Box in borrow right there. It's money she will borrow. And she'll pay back some money right there. And right here, she will pay the rest of the money. And which can be used to find the number of dollars Emily will pay Marta on Saturday. Doing some evaluating. Everything, all the labels we're talking about here is talking about dollars. So $18, $4, $7, and trying to figure out how many dollars. And I'm looking at my equations. All my equations are addition and subtraction. So chances are I'm going to do addition and subtraction on this problem. So go and solve it. Which equation would she use to find out how much money she'll pay her back on Saturday? Okay, let's check it out and see. You see I drew a number line right there. I like number lines. Number lines make a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense on this problem, I think. So I'm going to say right here is where she started at. and she jumped all the way over here to 18 because that's the money she borrowed. She borrowed $18. Okay, and then it looks like on Thursday, she paid her back $7. And then on Friday, paid her back another $4. So this would be the amount of money that she's going to pay her she's going to pay her on Saturday. So from 18 and 7 back, that would be 11 right there. And then from 11 back 4 more, that would be 7. So she's going to pay her back $7 on Saturday. So let's look at the equations. So answer choice A, 18 minus 7 minus 4. That looks like exactly what we did there. I'll put a question mark there. I'm going to look at B, 18 plus 7 minus 4. Okay, we didn't add the amount of money. She didn't borrow $7 more from her, so that's not right. C, 7 plus 4. That'd be the total amount that she's paid back, but that's not how much she's going to pay her. And 7 minus 4, that's not the correct. A would be the correct way to solve this. And it's going to be $7. Okay, it's time to complete your independent practice. Please complete your Schoology assignment. You'll find them right below the link in this video. And I'm going to put something there for you to print out if you want to try to print out and do the work. Paper and pencil, I always recommend doing that if you have the opportunity to do that. It makes it a little bit easier. If not, get you a piece of paper and work the problems out on the paper. And if you have any questions, don't understand something, or it doesn't seem like it's working like it should, email your teacher or send your teacher a message on Schoology. And like I said, always take your time, do your very best, and best of luck to you. We'll talk to you later.